How to do the record.
Okay, so do you understand the role and position of a value coordinator? Hello? Can you hear me, Jennifer?
Yes, I can hear you, Jay. Yes, I'm listening.
Okay, so the question is, do you understand your role and your position as the value coordinator? You know what you're doing. Like, what is your goal? What's your
My understanding, it's related when it comes this is I am puzzled or still like stuck.
So, do you understand the role of the general manager position?
General manager position, you are the one like overlooking for the specific department. For example, for the value coordinator, if let's say it's my responsibility, so I'm the one who is in charge or taking the responsibility to overlook what's going on. But
Yeah,
the same time, other worker can work along with me as well. Same thing applies to them if they have other responsibility. I can work with them, but it's their responsibility.
yeah. So the coordinator and the managers are they responsible for doing the work? Or is the general managers and the coordinators responsible for doing the work? Hello, can you hear me, Jennifer?
On the top, they they're doing the work, general manager, right?
Yes, is the value coordinator responsible for doing the work on the budget and the payroll and all the other work? Hello?
Okay. Yeah,
Can you hear
sorry,
me?
my connection. Yeah. General manager specifically not responsible in doing the work, but instead to overlook, like
What
in
what is
charge.
the
Yeah.
what would the responsibility be then for the value coordinator and the general manager? What is
Um,
it? What responsibility?
yeah. Making it sure that all the necessary tasks will be met before the deadlines for the people who's working or the
No,
core
no,
worker.
that's correct. That is very incorrect. So the general manager is not responsible for making sure the deadlines are met at all.
No, I'm
It's not,
saying the general
not
manager is responsible.
for
I'm saying
what?
the general manager is responsible for overlooking all the deadline,
Well, yeah, you should know what the
like
deadlines
maybe.
are, right? You know what the deadlines are for sure.
Yes.
But what else does the general manager do besides know what the deadlines are?
Ma- Making it sure that the worker are doing the task
No,
accordingly to the schedule.
no. Okay, anything that's related to the work has nothing to do with the position, right? So the value coordinator or general manager position, it just needs to report back
Self-driven.
the status of the responsibilities, right? So you need to know what the deadlines are. You need to know what the responsibilities are. So know the list of responsibilities under your position, and then you need to report back to the team the status of the responsibilities. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yes. Okay.
Because you're not doing the work, you're just reporting the status back. So if the status is bad, it doesn't matter, right? It's not your responsibility to do all of the budget and all of the payroll and everything related to value. That is not your responsibility. Your responsibility is to know the list of all the responsibilities under your position, to know what all the deadlines are, and then to report back to the team what the status is of the work. So you need to know what the work is. You need to know where the status currently is with the work, but you're not responsible for doing the work. Do you understand?
Yeah, okay.
That is that a no? You're not. You don't understand.
Yes, yes, I said yes, I understand you.
You did say yes. Okay. So what is the most important first step to being able to be successful at your position?
I believe to know exactly my, like, I believe you mentioned this is the goal.
What's the goal?
As a general manager, I think the main goal is to making sure everybody is uh
No,
working
stop thinking
on
about anybody else except for yourself.
with
As a manager, you are responsible for yourself and your own responsibilities, nobody else's. Do you understand or do you not get that? Did you keep talking about other
okay.
people? Not applicable, right? You need to be focusing on yourself. What is the
Okay, I
number one
got it.
most important thing that you need to do as the value coordinator?
Okay,
Hello? Can you hear
just
me?
checking. Yeah, I can hear you check. I can hear you, Jay. I'm still thinking. Yeah. As a value coordinator to get myself accordingly to my schedule or to get myself work doing the work even before the deadline to get it done.
No. So I mean,
Since-
you can start doing policy tracking here. Anytime if you're talking about getting the work done, then you're missing the point. You don't get the work done. You understand? Do you
Kindly
understand?
enlighten me, Jay. I'm kind of, yeah, I'm kind of confused with that because you said I shouldn't focus with others, but at the same time, I shouldn't be doing the work done. I'm just a bit confused.
Okay, so let's say you are going to get the work done and you're going to start working on something as a worker, not as the coordinator, as the worker. What's the number one most important thing you need to know? If you want to do work, what do you need to know to be able to do the work?
What is my responsibility?
Correct. So the number one thing, what is the number one thing a worker needs to know to get work done? And that is to know your responsibility. Okay, very good. So now just exactly the same thing except for the coordinator. What is the number one thing that a coordinator needs to know to oversee their position, right? To do their position well and do status updates, right? What is the number one thing a coordinator wants? So a worker needs to know their responsibility, otherwise they can't work on their responsibility. What do you need to know as a coordinator in order to do your position work and your status updates?
I'm afraid I cannot answer this.
We hired you as a value coordinator. Do you understand that your paid position is the value coordinator? Do you get that? Hello, Jennifer?
Yes.
Right. So your paid position is the value coordinator.
Yes,
Do
yes,
you
Jay.
do you get it or not?
Yes, Jay.
Hello? Can assign you work to do work for the team. So you are obviously also a general worker and you do your work, right? Everybody's doing work, right? That's like the most important thing is getting the work done, right? But your position is not about getting work done. Do you understand or not?
Yes, okay.
Okay, so if you're a worker, the most important thing that you
Can you
need
repeat that for me, Jay, the last sentence?
that your position as being a value coordinator is not about doing the work. There's no way you can get all the work done under value team. There's impossible. You get it?
Yes, okay.
That's why we have a team. We have a team of like there's 7 of us, and together we get all the work done. Right? You're not responsible for getting the work. The most important thing that we do to meet the deadlines, do all that. We're all responsible in the core team to meeting the deadlines and getting the work done, right? But that's not what we're talking about right now. Right now, we're talking about the value coordinator, your position. Okay? So,
Okay. Yes.
what is the number one thing that a worker does to get the work done? Can you hear me or not?
Yes, Jay. You were asking me what was the number one thing the workers needs to work.
Yes.
Yeah, that I answered that to know the responsibility exactly
Yes, exactly.
of
Okay,
the
great.
worker.
So then just it's the same thing except in multiples, right? What is the number one thing that a coordinator needs to know to oversee their position to do the status update on everything that they're overseeing? What does the coordinator need to know?
Okay.
I'll give you a hint. It's on line
Hello,
11.
Jay.
Can you hear me?
Yes, yes. Yeah, the list of their responsibilities.
Yes, thank
Like
you.
sorry, Jay.
So yes, the list of responsibilities. You need to know all of the work under your purview, all of the work under the value coordinator position. You need to know everything that needs to get done and when it needs to be get done by, and ideally who is doing it, and then a status report on what is the current status of that work.
Exactly.
Okay, so,
If you
so when I
mind,
ask you
may to whom mhm.
what,
This to whom I can be coordinating or ask for this? Is it Evaris or I'm not sure, Joyce or Ate?
ask
This
for
I
what?
don't have it. I don't have like exactly like to know the list of the
So,
responsibilities here.
so what you're gonna do if you want to take on your position seriously, you never stop until you get all that information.
Yeah.
And you ask every single person in the entire team, starting with
Okay.
me, and you communicate every single day until you feel
Yes.
comfortable that you know everything. Period. That's how it works. So if you're not sure about something and you just sit around, you don't
Okay.
ask questions, you don't tell anybody, then basically that's your fault, no one else's. All right. So let's take a break, and I want you to
Yes.
list everything that you already know. You already know plenty about what's under your purview as value coordinator. I want you to list all the responsibilities, everything, all the processes, all the priorities that you know that you already have, and then we can go from there. Okay. Cool.
Okay.
That's a quick
Five
break.
minutes break.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. 5 minutes.